Okay, we're back and I lost my crafting video. So first off, here we go. This the Ignite Scatter. Ignite Scatter, it gives you Ice Shock Blast. Explosive electric shots death. Blowing takes 10 seconds to blow explode ice shards. When it's shot in enemies hold joint parts in electricity and they will when they will fight it twice not dead. Stun shot tiles or hostile soldiers if you want to hit them. The Dark Pulse, yes, it is. But please, if you don't want to know, it breaks you fire and earthquake, and blows and execute acid bombs, and it performs for its user. Data main switch contains C4 bomb mode or hail meteor shots. Also, it using about Ruby Rose Crescent Roses pull high caliber dark pulse like. Also can able use as I don't want to say this, but if you want to know. Well, the high caliber scare shot. Well, if you see you have a since it damage you in very a single one aim and multiple kills. If someone who was being shot, a reference of that gun so season 2, yeah. By and O9 from the Robocop was using the O9 weapon, likely, and also users forms. It will never know who created the single bullet. However, if someone will able use the for justice hashtag Ruby Volume 3. Well, I would think if I made this any kind of arrows, I just need a help for me, like for made any animation. Well, this one was from Harakar Gladiator of a Minecraft, so I just need to have him borrow it and what it look like. It should means must be used about like spreading the arrows to make a spread of your enemy to aim to straight up. And this was basic from the Team Fortress 2 of the arrowhead shot. But I cannot even made it, but I still work in progress. But I can't, I still have a work. But this one has code the special word for use. Ancient course of undecided. It's called unknown weapon. But you can use throwing a spear. I basic about use a concept part was a crap. Was this one? As you can see, this one I took the spear part and the whole entire of a spear. So I start to remove here and the other side. So I made the blade part. So here you go. And yeah, this one I used to be of a spear, so I made a concept to me has a feather part, and I built the C6 like a same version of C4, but the C6 will still destruct like a nuclear, but it does not explode in the halfway. It takes a short minute, just for 10 seconds. But once when you read in my divine art, it says a special weapon made from my title if I made, or you mean when I said for my own custom weapon. I've been seeing I got any kind more basic. I got the wrong word, so I will refix. So I got a reference part from this one when you know, and also the Fury from the Avengers, and more something likely, but You read a lot of it when you pause if you want. But here you go. And also, when you build the backpack called Inspector Lion Arch Detacher, or called ELAD Weapon Packer. Well, the ELAD was like a equipped like the RX Gundam booster, kinda, with a little energy absorption jetpack. Also type enable, used for the enemy's number to run all of ammos to switch for new ones. Well, the Silver Arrow was a high caliber auto gunfire sniper was made Crimson Rose's bullets. The Golden Arrow light you up, burning goldish with Dragon Arrow of a giant Sojak is like a dragon. And the Diamond, but if you want to know when I say this, but it's a rare ammo type of a massive destruction, can take one hit and multiple kill. But once when you read the ability to attack, once when you want to pause a second, once when you read 50 seconds or 2 minutes, if you know this. Once when my arrow was so many, I don't know why, but here's the arrows. And once when you pause, if you want to read, or if you want to know when you read here, once when you want to pause again, and once if once when you're done, well, you're read here. Once if you want to pause again, stop, and when you ended up in here, so here you go. I need a request. Can you build this some beautiful my weapon? But this one was the most tricky part, and I want a beautiful animations and best starring for my weapon sequence. But this is a little too hard. Well, the hammer, it also was once when you pull here, the slide part was this one. Once when you pull, grab. Once when you pull the hammer, once when you pull the hammer part, it will automatic fire. But this one was a slide part. Also when you use in the sword form. Yes. Once when you grab this, if this one will grab like a human's hand. Once when you grab this, it will pull of its slide part. It will move here. And actually it will fire you faster, like an Ono 9. You can see it has a mold full of bullets in there inside of it. But yeah. But I'll give you more about what's look like. So I imagine this part was still a little bit too hard to build I ever made. But you see the barrel part. But here's the barrel part. Once when the barrel part went slide down, slide up, back and forth. Once when you see when it's covered build part, and now you see the slide. Once it functions, it will straight closing, and also the bow part. Well, you can see it's from the original what handgun that I made. So I basically from Beyond the Grave from what you call this? Yes, Gungrave, of course. So I basically of this one. Now I made it, but I basically from the crossover of Ruby. Yes, and I would basically to build a color sequence. Here you go. But the thing is, but you see the bullets it has. It has 70 ammo when you use a handgun. If you want to use this, it has 34 ammos. Or if you want it to use to be, well, you want it so. Yes, for fits for mag parts, and if you want to